It was supposed to be an ordinary Thursday morning in Rose Hill Heights, a quiet picket fence kind of suburb tucked just outside Charleston, South Carolina. The sun was barely up, the breeze smelled like jasmine, and the mail carriers hadn't even started their routes. But on the corner of Maple Drive and Wellington Lane, in her voice, her signature red trench coat flared behind her like a cape. Her blonde hair, pulled tightly in a bun, was barely moving. But her mouth definitely was. In front of her stood Officer Marcus Hill, a calm, composed police officer who'd been with the department for 12 years and seen his fair share of neighborhood drama, but never quite like this. With 3 bystanders watching in disbelief, Deborah pointed her finger straight at him and screamed, "You think your badge protects you? I swear to God, I will kill you if you step 1 foot on my property again." Gasps echoed from the onlookers. Marcus didn't flinch. 2 weeks earlier, Officer Hill had responded to a series of noise complaints coming from Deborah's house. It wasn't the usual HOA drama she was known for. This time, neighbors had recorded what sounded like multiple people shouting in her backyard at 3 a.m., clearly not in the mood for questioning. "You cops are always snooping where you don't belong," she had said. "Why don't you investigate the real criminals, like the HOA stealing everyone's dues?" The station received a tip. Someone in Rose Hill Heights was storing unlicensed firearms in their garage. The address, 142 Wellington Lane, Deborah's house. Hill returned to the property with a second officer, intending only to ask questions, but Deborah, standing at her doorway with a broom in hand, slammed the door in his face. "Come back with a warrant," she barked, so Hill did exactly that. The following day, he returned with a signed warrant. Deborah wasn't home. The search revealed nothing overtly illegal, totaling $18,500. Alongside it, multiple burner phones. When she found out about the search, but to Deborah, it looked like surveillance. Fueled by paranoia, rage, and what some neighbors whispered might be something stronger, she stormed down the driveway. "You think you can just snoop around here like you're some kind of sheriff and a cowboy?" "Movie!" she screamed. Officer Hill turned, hands resting calmly near his belt. "I'm here on unrelated business, ma'am. Please return to your property. You step on my land again, and I swear on my mother's grave, I will kill you." Phones came out. One bystander live-streamed it on Facebook. Officer Hill didn't raise his voice. He didn't move a muscle. He simply said, "You're under arrest for threatening a law enforcement officer." The moment Hill placed the cuffs on Deborah, the live stream blew up. Oh my God, she really threatened to kill him. She lost it. Within hours, the video had over 250,000 views. Vance showed up by noon. Deborah, released on bail, returned home with her trench coat flapping like a flag of defiance. She put a massive sign on her lawn that read, "Asterisk, asterisk, this is what free speech looks like." The irony was lost on no one. But the real twist was still to come. After her arrest, local authorities started digging into the items found in her garage. The cash was tested for drug residue and came back positive for fentanyl traces. Of the burner phones matched the number used in an anonymous tip related to a regional drug ring operating out of Charleston. Deborah had always claimed to be a patriot, an HOA truth teller, a watchdog for her neighborhood. But now the FBI wanted to talk. People in Rose Hill Heights weren't shocked she had snapped. They were shocked it took this long. "I always knew she had secrets," said one neighbor. "She never had a job, but always had a new car." Another said, "She once told me she knew how to disappear people. I thought she was joking." Rose Hill HOA held an emergency meeting. Officer Hill was awarded a community bravery citation. And Drama Lady, she was last seen being escorted into a black SUV, wearing her red coat and a smirk. Today, 142 Wellington Lane stands empty, but the mailbox is still there, painted bright red, like her coat. And on Halloween, local kids dare each other to knock. On the door, they say if you listen closely, you can still hear her screaming about the HOA, and about the cop she almost took down.